Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Let's take a look at this residential application. So we have a couple of seating areas. We have dining space here, and then we have some reclining space back over here. You can see that the reclining space does not extend out to this area over here, so we're going to concentrate more on that space over here. Also, we have a solid wall. We have a nice wind wall back here. We've got some lattice that would reduce the amount of wind movement. We have a solid ceiling, and then also we have the doors back here. Now I have these doors so that they're opening inwards. I hope that's true. Turn off that shadow there for a minute. Also, we have these fans. Now the fans I have at 36 inches away from the wall, and then I have them 7 feet from each other. And let's go ahead and look at the drop here. I know I have a drop from the ceiling point. Actually, I take that back. I have it measuring off this corner here, so I'm going to just remove that for a minute. But there is a certain amount of distance I have that the customer said that they were from the top. I can't get the measurement here right now. In any case, let's look at the overall dimensions. 23 feet wide. I have a 15-foot depth to the back wall to the outside edge. Here I have about 10-foot height here, and it comes down to, I believe, 6'11", so almost 7 feet height over here. And if there's anything else here right now, I think that's about it. So the fans do, because they're kind of close to the wall back here, they do kind of offer a little bit of a challenge. So I have two different options for this application. Let me turn off these dimensions here real quick. And this would be option number 1. So in option number 1, I'm utilizing the CD 4024. So these are 4,000 watt 240 volts. One thing I did not mention yet is that this is a very cold climate area. This is in, I believe, Ohio. And so we obviously get some very, very cold weather. So this heating system is not going to produce the right amount of heat at all times of the year. I mean, once you get down into the even 40-degree weather, it can be questionable whether it's acceptable for you or not. But definitely when you get below the 40-degree weather, 20s, I can't guarantee that that would be a comfortable option in all cases. It's an individual thing. These heaters are a high output unit that I would recommend. However, this is just designed to extend the season, not to eliminate the cold season. So let's keep that in mind. In any case, these are the 4,000 watt dual element units. I have them at roughly, I think they're 7-foot centers from each other. Let's go ahead and just see if I have that listed here. I have them so that there's the center ones between these two fans, and it's out beyond 18 inches beyond this, and I have this at I think it's a 15-degree tilt. Let's look at the clearance below the heaters. You can see that I'm meeting the clearance below the heaters by keeping it about 18 inches off. They are mounted on the ceiling up here, and then again I have them about 10-15-degree tilt inwards. The reason for that is so that we can, let me turn that off for a second, get the ray to travel inwards towards the seating area over here. And you can see the this particular height. Let's see here. We're at this elevation here, so 7 feet 11 inches roughly, and that's true with the 1, 2, 3 units in the back. And you can see that it gives a nice footprint throughout all the seating spaces here. Now this one here is a little bit lower because of the sloped ceiling. You can see here it's the same model, so this might be a preferred location because it's, you know, down almost a foot further, and if you're the cold person in this house, this might be the preferred space. for you to sit in. And so you can see this one here is at the 6'10". I think in most areas the maximum, the minimum height I think is 6 foot to the bottom of the unit, to the floor that you want to ever go. So that's that. And I'm not sure if there's anything else I can talk about here. Talked about the clearances, but you can see here again, it's got a nice footprint of heat throughout the whole space. All right, so another option would be to place units in this configuration. Now this gives us a little bit more of the heater's closer to this wall here, and you can see with the clearances below, I'm just approximately 24 inches off to the side here. So not only am I meeting the clearances combustibles from the back side here, I'm pushing it out a little bit further as well. And again, about a 7 foot center to center on the heaters, this being the center of the area based off of the fans. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat is fairly well as well. You get a little bit better throw this direction, and it's a longer unit. So these are the 6,000 watt units. I didn't mention that. And this would be a 4,000 watt, or you could even go with a 5,000 watt unit over here. You'll notice that the installation requires that the heater be level. So let me just turn this off for a second. So you would have to mount this bracket so that you are meeting the clearances to the combustibles above from this edge over. That's why it's not physically attached right here. And then you'd have to extend out this bracket here somehow, maybe by just adding a little piece between this joint right here. So you attach this to the ceiling, add a piece of steel, just a stainless steel going down far enough to where you can drill a hole into the new bracket that you build and attach it to either one of these parts. Again, so the clearances are met, and that's true over here too as well. So you need to go from this point here and then 6 inches down, make a bracket extension here, and then do the same on this side, a longer extension bracket so that the heater's level. All right, so that would be another option. You can see with this option here, I'm not getting the table as well as I did with the other option, and that's just because of the orientation of the heater. So you might choose to, use the other option if you can. All right, I hope this has helped you. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, just send us an email to support@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from patioheat.com, and if this has helped you, please consider a thumbs up. It really helps us to get our word out throughout the YouTube community. We appreciate that very much. Thank you and have a great day.